Hey folks, I have a little bit of time that I wasn't expecting to have. So this is my found time Pilates workout. I don't really have a plan. We're just going to do some things that flow together and feel good and just use that found free time that I wasn't expecting to have. So let's go ahead and come on down to the mat. We're going to start with the hundreds and we'll warm up into that a little bit. All right. So in classical class, a lot of times we start with the hundreds. So I thought we'd start there today. Let's bring our arms up. Let's just be rounding in and out. Couple more times, just really warming up that core, getting ready to stay up for 100. Stay up. Let's take the legs in and out a few times. All right, let's come back down. So we're going to do the full hundreds now. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, rounding up, extend the legs if you like. And we go inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Three more breaths. Last one. Hug those knees in. Let's just do a little hug in with those knees. Maybe do a few little circles there. Just kind of massage your spine a little bit. All right, and I'm going to flow right into some single straight legs, some scissors. One more each leg. Scooting back just a little bit. All right, sorry, bud, you might have to move just a tiny bit. All right, let's do some crisscross. We're just doing 2 of the series of 5 today, 2 pieces. And hug those knees back in. All right, put your feet down about hip distance apart. We're going to do some little mini bridges here. So we're just going to curl the tailbone, float your bottom up, stretch your hip flexors, really engage your low abs, little stretch of the low back, and then uncurl. So just the beginning part of a bridge. I even like to put my hand right at the belly button to remind myself that I'm not moving above that point. I'm moving below it. And I think these are so good for your body. And oftentimes I see people and they just go up into a bridge and they miss that. And that's, to me, that's one of the best parts of the bridge. There's so much benefit that happens there that I like just kind of isolating and singling that out. All right, we'll go a little bit higher. I don't go super high because I do have a bulging disc in my upper spine. So you feel free to go all the way to knees, hips, shoulders in a diagonal line. I'm just not going to go quite that high for my body. That's what's best for me. And maybe someday I'll go farther. Maybe I won't, but I'm going to listen to my body and do what feels good. And this time, bring it up, stay up. Let's take one leg. We're going to lower and lift. Little scissors, trying not to let my hip drop. So similar to that single leg we just did, but now I've got to keep my bottom up. All right, bring that leg up, pulse it higher. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant that foot and let's bring it all the way down. Got to do the other side. So articulate up to whatever your bridge looks like. All right, mine's a little bit lower. Down and up, paint that stripe. Same stripe we did earlier, but we keep the pelvis level as much as we can. Leg is up, pulse it higher. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way down. Hug your knees in, rock yourself up. We're going to do a little rolling like a ball, and hopefully I don't roll onto a cat. We'll see. He may have to move. He knows. He knows to watch out. All right, Pilates first, cat second. Here we go. All right, a little bit too aggressive on the way up on that one. There we go, a little bit better. So trying not to use momentum as much as possible, trying to stay in that core. Couple more because these feel good. All right, stay up. Could we go to a teaser? Whoops. Oh, we lost it. Bringing it back up. Try that again. Could we go into a teaser and hold? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, the teaser gave me a little trouble today, but we made it. We got there. All right, coming onto our side. Let's prop up. Actually, let's lay all the way down. Sorry, bud. You're going to have to scooch down a little bit. I know. I'm in your way. I get it. So I'm laying all the way down. I just have my head propped up on my arm. I've got both legs squeezed together. I'm going to lift and lower both legs. This is really working into my obliques. All right, bring your top leg up. Let's keep it about hip height. Bottom leg comes to meet it, so working the inner thighs. And then let's prop up on your forearm. And we're going to do our bicycle. So try to keep my body still. I'll pull that knee into my chest, flex foot, drag back without my body moving. So that's the tricky part because this is a bigger movement. It's tempting to rotate your upper body as you do that. So we got to work hard on stabilizing that. After this one, we're going to reverse. So we'll go back, around, back, and around. Takes a little thinking when we reverse. It's not quite as intuitive. It's good for our brain though. All right, stack those legs or stagger them if you want. We're gonna do a low side plank. I have a whole tutorial on that, which I'll tag onto this video. So if you struggle with side planks, I've got a tutorial that's gonna help you there. So I've got my shoulder over top of my arm and I come up and I hold. And bring it back down. Let's turn around. Let's do the other side. All righty. So we start laying all the way down. Try not to kick a cat. Sorry, bud. You're going to have to scooch a little bit. All right. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Sometimes we need to just get up and move them. All right, buddy. Why don't you just go down there? Okay, there you go. All right, here we go. Hey, lifting a cat is exercise too. Sorry, bud. Watch out. Lifting those legs, same pattern we did on the other side. He's a prettier view than I am anyway. Do not eat my hair. All right, bring your top leg up. We do inner thighs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come up onto your forearm, and we've got to do that bicycle. So pull the knee in, drag it back. Again, trying to keep my upper body still. You can keep that hand down for a little bit of support. I like bringing it up because it makes me work a little harder. I'm not relying on that arm. Okay, bud. No eating of the hair. I don't know why cats are obsessed with human hair and chewing on it. but they are. All right, bring those legs together or stagger them. And we come up onto that forearm and we hold our plank. And then bring it back down. All right, let's come to sitting, and I'm going to spin around this direction. And we're going to do a little spine twist. So take those arms out nice and wide and rotate to one side. Pulse, pulse. And you scoot forward a little bit. Rotate, pulse, pulse. Rotate, pulse, pulse. If you have obstacles in your workout space, hey, you just work with what you have. You move around as you need to. All right, rolling onto my stomach. I want to do some single thigh stretch first and maybe a little bit of swimming today. So lifting up on my forearms, tummy is pulled up. I'm going to flex, kick, kick, point lower. Flex, kick, kick, point lower. Flex, kick, kick, point lower. And one more each leg. Stretching out those quads, working the back body. Scooch down a little bit so I've got room to do my swimming. And here we go. And then sink back. Let's take a little child's pose. I say we finish off with some glute work. I love to work the glutes, so let's do it on your forearm again, heels together. So heels could be up or down. I'm going to have mine lifted today, and it's an open and a close. We'll start there. All right, open, kick, return, close. Just adding a little pizzazz, little extra on there. One more. All right, let's spin around for the other side. So propping up on your forearm, side body's lifted. I've got the heels lifted as well. Open and close. All right, open, kick, and return. 5 more of those. Last one. And then let's come up and let's sit for a mermaid to finish out. So we'll do a few mermaids each direction. Reach up and over, try to keep those sit bones down. And then take it to the other side, reach. And one more this way. Nice lateral bend. And one more the other way. All right, rotate those legs around. Let's do 2 on the other side to even ourselves up. Trying to get those sit bones down as much as I can, and maybe they're not completely down, but I'm thinking about pressing down, not lifting up, so I get a bigger stretch through my side body. There we go. All right, that's all for our Found Time workout today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you to this guy for joining me. I hope you'll come back and check it out again soon, because we'll have another video for you. Have a great day. Bye.